Tell the people a little bit about you. We're in the literally in the probably the end part of our podcast right now, so just tell the people who you are a little bit.
My name's Taquan. I'm people that don't know, Darius' cousin. 28.
This ain't a dating site.
Yeah, I know, right?
The whole time he's thinking, he's like, "What do I need to say?"
He's reading off his Tinder profile. I like long walks on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, you said tell me.
Yeah, I know that's on me. That's on me. I set you up. That's my fault. What do I need to do to help you get to this next level?
I feel like you could point me northeast, southwest. As I was saying, I was like, I don't know my answer, so I need to think. No, I was like,
Welcome to C2C podcast, where we touch on and break. Don't look at me. Where we touch on and break down elements of creativity in its many forms. I am your host, Darius Murphy, and this is our co-host,
D. Murph. Isaiah Curry, and Nomad. You don't go by Create no more, huh?
Oh, I always forget that.
It doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
Darius Murphy, a.k.a. Create.
Irrelevant.
And we have Nomad over here, Isaiah Curry.
I guess. I
and we have back in the studio with us two guests. We have another guest in here too, but right here to my left is
Corey Murphy.
Yes, sir. The Bretta. And then we got
Gabe Jones.
Come on, man.
Gabe Jones.
You know the drill. You've been. This is your third time, the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't know if you're gonna speak for me or not.
Everybody looks tired.
I am. Let's go done with work.
I'm great.
I'm great. I feel good. I feel good.
And then back in the couch.
Yeah, back in the
background. A familiar voice from season one.
Season one, returned. You might have seen him in the first episode using the clapper board or yelling at us in the background.
Hey, what your name is?
Nice talk. Nice talk. He actually
shout out to you, Mike.
Shout out to you, Mike. He actually will be coming out with his own podcast here soon in the area of the sports realm, and we're trying to get another one started too in the sports realm. Why you?
No.
Well,
my bad.
So in our last episode, which no telling what order we're gonna go.
So wait a minute, why aren't y'all doing the sports thing together?
He's starting a podcast. I can't just invite myself into a podcast.
Y'all could. Let's talk through this now.
We're gonna talk. No.
We're gonna settle now.
Stephen A. and Skip, both of them.
You're not gonna do it.
No, we're gonna get everything. I was just got with Darius today, and we got some stuff.
Oh, he gave you useful information now?
He did. We talked through some stuff.
Yeah.
We talked through some stuff. He actually before the podcast started, he was sitting in that chair.
That's facts.
And he went through the whole thing.
Okay. So you actually Okay. Oh yes, sir. Clap that thing up.
So
all right, beautiful.
So yeah, now that we settled that, last podcast we were talking in the area of relationships and in the area of creative relationships and people being in a relationship with them and their different personalities, and how you navigated through that type of stuff. Well, this podcast, we're going to kind of touch on those areas, but in a different lane. So we're going to talk more on accountability either to or from, or what does accountability look like? And I know you, Corey, have a lot of wisdom in the area of accountability, and what that looks like for an individual or being in a relationship with other people. So give us a little take on what you feel the area of accountability would mean, just in general, just as in general as you can.
So I think that a lot of people see accountability as if you and I are being accountable to one another, you would be checking in on me, I would be checking in on you. I think that's a piece of it, but real, true, authentic accountability comes out of I'm making myself accountable to you. So if, say, you and I are being accountable to one another in the area of addiction of any sort.
Yeah, tell it like it is.
It is me. If I fail, I come to you and I say, hey, I'm still really struggling in this area. I failed. I need your help. That's real accountability, because in the world's way of accountability where you check on me, I can fake it till I make it.
Yeah,
I can
100%.
act like nothing's going on. You might go 4 or 5 months because life happens and never check on me.
Sure.
And it also gives me the ability to lie.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And
For sure.
And what my opinion, biblical accountability is, if I'm making myself accountable to you, it requires me to own my stuff.
Yeah.
And if I do that, then there's true, authentic accountability where we're walking it out together. But it's not because you're checking on me or I'm checking on you. It's because I am checking myself with you, or you're checking yourself with me.
I agree with that. Yeah, see, I think I was at a place where I was just like, kind of like what you said, expressed at first. Like, if I'm at a place or in the realm of growing in a certain area, whatever it may be, like, you didn't come and check on me. So I feel like if you weren't checking on me, then I mean, that's it. That's where accountability ended then, and I need to find someone else versus me taking the responsibility and being like, it is what it is. I have to be true to myself and then express to that individual before whatever I'm struggling with. I need to invite them into my life in that area. And so, what about you, Gabriel?
What does true accountability mean to me?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's more like without the discipline with yourself, there's no accountability.
Yeah.
Like in general.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you like Corey said, like if you don't own your stuff.
Is that their music?
Yeah. They go.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go to.
Y'all gotta excuse the walk by real quick.
No, go through this way.
My apologies.
No, you're good.
This man. I was expecting him to yell, I can't.
But no. So yeah, what?
But like, if you can't own it, like, you won't ever get true accountability. So it's just like the discipline of understanding like where you're at is when you like get the fullness of accountability. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like with Dontre, like, cause like I go to him when I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But it's not just because I'm opening up. It's just like I'm wanting that change.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Tell him.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's better.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can't hear it in here.
You can still hear something?
No.
Is the speaker still in this corner?
It's still in the corner. Move it.
Yeah, they ought to just
They
put it
have
in their
another one,
area.
yeah, they
I
have
just don't
another-
understand.
Yeah, they have another one. I don't know why they just don't use that one.
Or just bring it to their side. Not the whole place wants to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you finish before he cut you off?
What was I saying?
Trey.
Oh yeah, it's just like if I don't go in it expecting to change, like, bro, like you're just wasting your time just venting.
If you don't go in it expecting to change.
Yeah.
And another huge piece of it is when, in the world's form of accountability, if I check on you and you say you're still struggling, that doesn't give me entrance into your life to speak to it.
That's facts.
Hey, you better speak
That's
to
facts.
If I come to you and I say, hey, I really messed up in this area and I need your help, that immediately gives you entrance into my life. Now, the gift that you are, that strengthens me, I've given you access to my life.
it. Yeah.
And that's the huge issue is like we've isolated our, oh shoot.
You gotta knock out this $400 mic.
We've isolated ourselves to the point where like I don't let anyone into my life.
Yeah.
Like my struggles are my struggles and your struggles are your struggles. And so I'm just going to try to figure it out by myself.
Wow.
And we're dying alone.
Yeah. Wow. That's really good. And then a lot of people get to the points where they're even, I mean, I found myself in it. That's the only reason why I can speak on that in that area, to where it's like I've let people in as far as, giving them access to even speak into certain areas of my life, but I'm still struggling in secrecy. And and that's one of the biggest cycles that I had to break for myself. And I think there's still aspects of it that I still struggle with internally, but I try my hardest to not get into a cycle of making sure I'm like not in a pattern of doing whatever it was I was doing. But yeah, Isaiah, you ain't spoke about this topic at all. What is accountability? I don't care. But,
I don't know.
because I know you might have like a different view of it in the area of.
Niggas are weird. I don't know.
No, I feel it.
The idea of accountability sounds nice, I guess. My experiences with accountability is I express my day to day or struggle or whatever it is, and there's not a response to it, or there is like once. But if I were to do a ratio, it's like 7 to 1.
Yeah. I feel it.
And so when I see that, it's like I might as well just talk to myself because there's nothing from this. And so I'm in an echo chamber of myself, and I'm like, bro.
So what are you expecting from it?
Not to talk to myself, because if me typing something and sending it off is accountability, I could just give it to anyone because there's no feedback. There's like, I've received nothing from it. There's not even a conversation about it.
I was about to say.
Well, there's been
flows out of relationship.
Yeah, you'd think.
Well, like what I'm saying is like I can't just be accountable with anybody.
Yeah.
Like our relationship is established to a point where he has access into my life and I feel like I have access into his life. And so there's this two-way street of relationship, because what I'm hearing from you, like, to me, that's mentorship, not accountability.
Okay.
Because,
I can see that.
Like,
I can see that.
Kendrick Oakley is my spiritual father. I bring things to him, and sometimes I don't get a response for 2-3 weeks.
Right.
But he's my mentor. So like I go to him when I'm seeking wisdom. I'm like, I have a stronghold in my life.
Okay, sure. That's totally different.
But for accountability, like I need someone that's with me in the struggle. Or I need someone that's like in the trenches with me, where in my day to day, if that makes sense.
Like you can relate.
Yeah.
So are you saying, when you're saying that, are you seeking that wisdom? Is that when in the accountability process? So
no,
what do you,
there's literally just not. There's nothing.
There's just nothing.
There's nothing.
You're saying?
And I've done it with a group, and I've done it with a single person, and nothing. And so I'm like,
See, I hate accountability groups.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, because it's hard to build a relational dynamic that's strong enough for me to open up and fully trust a group of people.
That doesn't make.
We have trouble being vulnerable with individuals.
100%.
Nah, I'm not going to no 101 or Bible study group.
No, I hear what you're saying though.
But like our circle.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel
that's
you.
what I'm saying.
I feel you.
Like it used to be in our circle, but then
shoot, I wasn't in the circle.
No, it was before you. It was definitely before you. And then it's like ball gets dropped a couple of times. I'm like, man, all right, well.
Yeah, and I think then
we'll go to singles.
I would transition the conversation into expectations, but
yeah, that's it. I was about to say, no, you're good. Go ahead, take off of that.
No, because I was gonna touch on that as well. Like what, like, because Gabe said something about expectations, but then what are you to
what's to come from that?
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I don't know if expectation is like a fair deal. Like, I expect this of you. I don't know if that's like fair.
Yeah,
I'm not saying of the person. I guess it's like, what is this? Like, what are we doing? Am I just writing notes to this person and then I don't have to hear anything?
For me, I be wanting wisdom, so I like to like mentor. I feel you with the accountability. I don't like really get nothing, but like I be wanting, I guess, just how to handle.
a lot of people don't like accountability.
I want a conversation about it.
right.
But if there's no conversation about it, then what are we doing?
Well, I would say like it depends on who you're in accountability with. Like, I don't mean this in a negative way.
Listen, be real.
Darius
Be
is
real.
not outspoken.
100%.
So
Right.
like when I am making myself accountable to Darius, I say, hey, I failed in this area.
Yeah.
I need help. What I know is Darius is praying for me.
100%.
So to me, that's enough. Like I have no expectation of Darius when I send Darius a message like, hey, this is going on. I'm struggling again. This is what's happening. I don't expect to text back with like wisdom, like practical application.
Right.
So like I know that, but I also have other people in my life, like a Kendrick Oakley, who is more of a mentor. But I can go to him if I'm looking for practical wisdom. Like I need direction on like what I need to do in this situation. That's who I go to. And so like knowing who you're in accountability with and what you're seeking, like I can't make Darius be that for me, if that makes sense. And just like not expecting him to, because it's just not who he is. But that's okay, because we all have different gifts and different grace, and like he adds something that Kendrick Oakley couldn't add.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what.
Yeah, and I think in your
I don't know.
no, and I think in your there's a lot of, especially when you're walking with people or just a group of people like us here in this room, like there's seasons, like especially in years past, to where there was not a lot of maturity. So the ball was for sure dropped in a lot of different areas than we would have liked them to be dropped. So
Yeah.
so then you have that factor that goes into play.
It's like some dramatic after something like.
Yeah.
That was a dark time. That was a dark time.
Dark times, like we was like, there it is.
Bro, that was some
I for sure was.
That was a dark
I for sure was. I don't know about. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like so then just playing with thoughts. The community that we're around
I'm anxious.
loves the idea of covenantal relationships.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to filter a lot of what I'm saying.
Don't filter.
No, I've always filtered. If I don't filter, that's where it gets weird.
Yeah, do your thing.
Say the two people failed you in an area, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all agree what goes into the idea of accountability, or even spiritual mentors or whatever, all that. Say people were immature in some way, shape, or form. But those are the only people. Like, what do you do now? You venture outside of as an individual, right?
No, with your people, you gotta keep growing.
Right, but do you give them the entrance again?
Yeah.
No, I don't agree.
I think,
I don't agree.
See, and me and you had that conversation when we went to Brahms.
Yeah, I don't agree.
That's where I think I'm also different, because I think God's placed people in my life for a reason. Period. And that's just my belief.
I think it's unhealthy.
That is my belief. And
that's my belief.
I think that God placed people, and then I think there are people that are in your life for a season. But I also think that there's covenantal relationships that God's placed in your life, that those people will be in your life for a lifetime.
But I'm not saying remove them. I'm saying boundaries. Like,
okay,
That's fair.
so
That's fair.
does that make sense?
here's what it sounds like. Corey, you'll probably be able to. Actually, what are your thoughts?
I want to make sure I'm understanding properly first. You're saying
Smart.
in a group, you bring an accountability thing forward.
No, we'll go individuals.
Okay. And with an individual, you bring an accountability thing forward, balls dropped.
Yeah.
You do it again, balls dropped again.
Yeah.
You're saying, do you continue to seek them for accountability? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I'm because it's deeper than that. That's where I'm like, this isn't the pod.
Are you talking about? Yeah.
This isn't the pod because
I feel that.
as people, there's multiple layers to our relationship. Like,
Sure.
Like, I could go to Darius for a creative. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say a creative session, but what is that?
What is the creative
I can go to Darius for anything within the realm of creativity and its many forms. Welcome to C2C podcast.
Shout out.
Or we can talk spiritual, but then there's a limit to spiritual because he's not theologian spiritual, like breakdown of biblical understanding.
Sure.
Where like you could go to like a Kendrick, but then no shot to Kendrick, but he's open about this. Kendrick is not a relational person. So where say as a person, Darius failed me in the theologian side, right? Gave me wrong direction in a certain area. I'm not going to let go of him because he slipped up in that one area, but I'm going to be very
cautious.
Yeah, to anything that is brought forward that pertains to biblical understanding. And I'm saying the same thing to an extent with, you know what I mean?
I think you just answered your question. Because
I didn't have a question.
Well, you were talking about, like, do you continue to bring it to them if after they failed you? You said that earlier.
I mean, that was for y'all, because I know my answer. My answer is no. No. There's other people.
I just think there's using wisdom in, what gift is in each person. Like you said, like, for him, like, if there's something creative that I have a question about, like, no question. Like,
right.
He's the authority in that area. That's who I'm going to submit it to.
Right.
And, like, if I have a spiritual question, like, I'm going to go somebody who the Lord's placed in my life that is spiritually mature and I trust. And then I feel like they would have the answer. Because I believe that there's no area in our life that goes untouched by God.
Yeah, and so where I'm weird as a person,
you can bend that leaf. That leaf moving his tail.
where I'm weird as a person, I do not go out of my way to speak to people. Like, to speak to new people.
Yeah.
Nah, that's weird. So I try to function as much as
speak to me.
Facts. So I try to function within the group that I'm around. So where there's a lack in the group that I'm around, what am I supposed to chase now? Chase the unknown? Like, am I supposed to look for someone? Hey, man, you got this thing that I'm looking for? That's fucking stupid. That's the least relational thing.
I think now you're talking about the heart of sonship.
Sonship of who to what? So, man.
So there's so much here. Like, there really is. So, like,
let's get into it.
Let's get to it.
Like, there's those that the Lord places in my life. Like, so Kendrick Oakley, for example, when I met him in 2018, I'd never met him before. He walked into AMP, and this sounds really stupid when I say it, but, like, this is really what happened. Like, when he came in, something unlocked on the inside of me, and I knew that I was called to Kendrick Oakley.
When you say unlock, what do you mean?
I mean, like
you were attracted to him?
No. Wait. In what way? Hold on. There was a spiritual draw towards Kendrick Oakley.
Same. Y'all niggas are making it weird.
No, I didn't make it weird.
What the heck?
Hold up.
But yeah, so there was a spiritual draw.
Just joking,
No, I was same. Draw, attraction, same.
Yeah, there was a spiritual draw towards him. I knew, like, hang on, like, something shifted in my heart immediately.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm called to him. I don't know why. I don't know what for.
Sure.
I immediately, like, reached out, texted. I got a response like 3 days later. And I'm like, before RLC, DLC, I was like, you can't text somebody back?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
You still like that a little bit.
Right.
Like, I know you saw it. Like, just shoot me a text back. You got 58 unread messages on your phone. Like, how? Like, that never made sense to me. But I still knew, like, there's something that the Lord has for me in him.
Right.
And for a while, I ran into a brick wall. And we've had a conversation about this, Kendrick and I.
Yeah.
Like, he was testing my pursuit. Because sons pursue. Like, sons pursue after the father.
Okay.
Now, the father also pursues the son.
Mm-hmm.
But the son shows, because Kendrick puts it this way, like, if it hit my consistent pursuit over and over and over and over and over again showed him, like, okay, the Lord has something here. And the only reason why is because why would you want to be connected to him? Why would you want to have more spiritual wisdom, more spiritual knowledge? Because that's his area of authority.
Sure.
So why would you want to have more of that if there wasn't a call on your life? Does that make sense? Yeah. So, like, I don't pursue Darius after creativity because there's not a creative call in my life. I love Darius. I love Darius for who Darius is. But I don't pursue after the creative element in Darius because I'm not a creative.
Right.
It's not in me. So why would I ever pursue? So it revealed like he's pursuing because there's a call in his life, particularly in an area that I have authority in.
Yeah, I don't agree to some extent with that, because I think that there is a level of group thinking that came to that conclusion, or mimetic thinking, to be honest. I don't know. I just don't agree with the methodology of that. It's me personally. I don't have to agree to everything in the church. So where does the sonship part come in for what I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
Someone correct me where I'm wrong, or bring it back on track, because I thought you said it sounds more like the heart of a son, or the
heart of sonship.
Yeah.
What I said.
Yeah. So how does that connect with what I was saying? Are you saying now I am in pursuit and
No, you were saying, so what do I do? Just pursue somebody else? Like,
And
they
that's
let
what
me
he was
down.
saying.
Oh, and you're saying no, right?
I'm saying, not necessarily. I'm saying the Lord has what I don't know what you're like in what context. I'm about to sneeze.
Sneezing?
No, that's crazy.
He's always done that. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
You do it to stop him?
Yeah, it would have got him, but I didn't want to be like extra and loud. And I would have got him.
I would have got him.
I don't even know what that means.
I swear, like he wouldn't sneeze.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I said. Okay, yeah. So say like you have to trust like who the Lord has placed in your life for whatever it is. Like if it was creativity and you came to Darius and he dropped the ball, like, okay, do I trust that Darius is placed in my life for that area or not?
Right.
And if he is, then the answer is yes.
So then I have a question. So
Yeah.
on a relational level, then what is being in a relationship with someone that maybe you're not called to? Or I know we're talking about the area of accountability, but
Yeah.
in relationship with, what does that look like then? What do you? I'm asking.
That's my biggest
Gabriel
confusion.
over here is sleeping.
The thing is, me and Kendrick just talked about that, because I was like, we were sitting at Chili's and I was like, dog, I don't know you. I literally have no idea who you are. I was like, us sitting together, I'm gonna be straight honest. I'm trying to figure out what your intentions are, what you're wanting out of this, where you fall in my life. I'm trying to figure out what you're thinking and know who you are, while also trying to break down the thoughts that I already have put onto
Perceived,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't have that pull, that tug.
That's okay.
Towards him. But I told him, I was like, bro, I don't know where this is. I know what to do with people that I'm drawn to. I know what to do with people that I'm not drawn to. You're in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. Mate, this is a God thing, because
I feel like everybody I don't know. I try to take when I'm talking to anyone, I try to take something from it,
right.
I try to just regardless of if I'm into whatever, I try to.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, I just don't want to neglect a relationship that's supposed to be there, or that I don't know, that's gray area. I don't know what to do with gray area relationships. You fall into that gray area, but you're more on you could be.
I don't call it that. That is.
It sounds disrespectful, but that's just what it is.
With Corey, even every time I talk to Corey or whatever, I try to take, I always try to just take in whatever,
Yeah. I can still pull from it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's maybe there's something that, even if it's the smallest deal, you could take from, y'all had that sit down at dinner or whatever. Maybe there was it could have been the smallest deal. You're like, hey, that's good.
That's true.
Yeah, but in my head, I like categories. That's just, I don't know, call it a comfort, a safe thing, whatever.
That's fair. That's how you like to.
Yeah,
categorize your relationships.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that is.
Yeah.
And the thing is the gray space is a huge area. It's huge.
Yeah.
The people that I mess with is a small area. The people that I refuse to is a very, very small area. And so it's like,
Everybody else is in the middle.
Yeah, until like there's an attraction or a commonality that we can click on, you're gray. Like, I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I consider all you guys like my brothers. And then it's like, you got Murph and then you got like Trey, but then it's like, I don't know. I don't consider like Corey a gray area or like you a gray area.
Like, I wouldn't consider Gabe or Darius. You're more in the
I'm cool.
yeah, for sure. But you teeter the line of gray. He teeters the line of gray, but he's more gray. But that's also because I don't talk to Corey. Like,
But here's what I say. Like, discernment takes time, for one. Because I think every relationship has to be discerned. Like, when I first met T, I was like, I love the dude. Like, he's cool. He's really out there, which I like, because I'm really out there. Like, I'm really out there. And we'll get into some knockdown, drag-out arguments over something stupid.
Yeah.
But it's a great time. Like, but discernment takes time. I don't know what place T has in my life yet.
right,
I love T.
right.
And I honor T for who he is. I don't know what place he has in my life because I know discernment takes time. But I'll say, like, just from what you said, ball dropping, right? And this is not to, like, call out anything.
Sure.
Just
Three times I've put out an effort to try to have dinner with you and Morgan and Abby and I.
Uh-huh.
And nothing's ever been planned, said, anything.
That ain't my fault. That is not my fault.
But I'm not...
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Bing bong. Either one of those.
But, like, it didn't hurt my feelings. Because if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen.
I'm not calling that ball dropped. The stuff I'm saying ball dropped is it's severe.
So then
it's not that.
I think that depends on the person though, because to Corey that could mean a lot. That could be like a severe thing. Yeah, but for you, where you are saying like, oh no, that's not small. Like, or that's a small thing. To him, it could be like a.
Because one of the deepest wounds in my life is rejection. But I will say that, like, I think the Lord's done a serious work in that area. Not saying that it doesn't still happen, because I felt rejected by T for a long time. Because
Dang.
tough.
He pressed the laughing button.
He did press the laughing button. But the reason why is because I felt like T, Darius, and Trey were part of the cool group, and anytime I came
That's
around,
wild.
T was coming after me.
Why were
how
you
I
going
felt.
after that man?
I felt like that was the way. Now, that might not have been the case, but that was my perception.
You do be doing that though.
And my
He
perception,
just presses people.
Just trying to see where they're at.
Yeah.
and my perception's my reality, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So
Okay.
now I felt rejected. Now I'm saying to me, huh?
You still feel that way?
No,
Yeah, no,
we're
like
good.
we didn't like, it's been like
It's been a journey.
Yeah, that's
we're
what
still
I'm saying.
we're still
Yeah,
we're still
yeah.
going. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But like with you, that to me, like 3 years ago, Corey, that's ending. Like relationship ending, ball drop, it's over. He hates me. He rejected me just like everybody else does. He thinks the same about me that everybody else does. Like to me, it was that big of a deal.
So that's what I'm saying. It
But
depends.
that's old Corey. I'm saying now it doesn't bother me because I trust. Like if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen.
Right. Well, I don't.
Okay. I don't
Sorry.
I don't know what we're talking
Like,
about. This is
I feel like I'm making this awkward, and I hate that.
No. I
at
don't
all.
feel awkward.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
This podcast is kind of derailing. Is this the conversation we were supposed to be?
I don't know.
It
It has
definitely-
something to do with
It did
relationships,
have
so I
something to do with
guess. I don't-
relationship. We
Yeah.
did take it this way.
This
and-
is the most
but it's
complex
fun.
conversation you're gonna have.
I know for
Like,
sure.
This is
It's
a
broad.
seasonal
Yeah.
podcast.
And I'm so out of it today. I'm
Yeah,
so
normally
cooked.
you're really good
But I
at
would
it.
say you said like, do I continue to pursue after the ball is dropped? Well, I would tell you, to me, the ball was dropped number one. I tried a second time, ball was dropped again. Tried a third time, ball was dropped again.
He plays baseball. 3 strikes, you're out of there.
To me, like, I still love that dinner. I'll just call you out right here on live. But like, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think you were intentionally trying to drop the ball on me. Now, if I would have asked and you'd been like, absolutely not, don't want to have dinner. Okay. now I know. Like, I know where the relationship stands.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just have one of them.
I mean, for you, you said what? Like, you go, like, you were accountable with someone, and they dropped the ball. So what? You think you can just go find a new person? You could just what? But
I do believe people are in your life for a reason.
so I'm saying, like, you guys were at that stage to where you could express yourself and whatever. You're at that place for a reason. It's not just because of, in that season or whatever you guys or whatever. So I don't think like, yeah, I say you keep going. I say you keep. That's what I would say to answer your question. Like,
Which I think, I think you are a loyal person in general too. I wish you were over here.
nah.
Here we go. There that goes again. There you go again.
Okay, stop.
Crazy.
That was not it. That was not it.
Whoa, I gotta get.
What did he do that time?
He said, I wish you were over here.
That was not. I have to check my heart with that. I really do.
That's crazy.
I have to check my heart with that because I did, dude. I turned around and looked right at you,
That was wild.
and I know that I
We might just scrap this whole podcast and just put the mics away and just talk. Because
It's an uncut.
Oh shit! No, I love it. I love it. I love the conversation.
He knew. He was like,
I didn't know when I looked at you, and then I saw you looking at me. That's when it.
that's crazy too.
Like, I'm trying to figure out the underline because I'm like confused really.
About what?
What y'all two got going on?
For being gay?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't got nothing going on.
No, not like I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Wait, you might not have nothing going on.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
There's no
No
beef.
beef.
No beef.
No beef.
He might have something going on.
No.
No, there's no beef at all. It's just like he does this thing.
Oh gosh, this is turning into
Yeah,
a
come on.
Hitler
Yeah,
shit.
come on.
It's like, dang, bro. Like,
This is relationships.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd
This
be
is
like-
what we do. This is what we do.
it'd be like, man, like Corey, you over there, bro. Dang, I wish you just like were by me talking to me, and I'd be right next to him, stating like he doesn't want me by him.
Yeah, so he felt like I'm rejecting always, or I'm degrading, or I'm undermining.
Wait, we've talked about that.
Have we?
Yeah.
Me doing it?
Yeah.
Which episode? Season 1?
Wasn't an episode.
Oh, we just talked about it?
Yeah, the text message. I sent the video. You sent the text message in the group chat, and I was like, bro, why?
I remember something.
I was in
like that.
Casey's. Because
Y'all want to pray? Y'all want to pray?
I sent a video, and you were
There's something there. I felt it.
and you responded with something. I was like, bruh, why? And you were like, whoa, because whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, this person's in the group chat, and based on how they walk, 100%. And then the thing is, like, the next day you did it, and I didn't bring it up. And I was like, okay, maybe that was just
There's something there. Then I have to.
maybe I don't know. I don't know.
But see, I think this is a crucial point because in relationship, like you have to allow time for maturity.
This is not what I'm talking
No, I
about.
know,
Still,
I
like what's going on here is not what I'm talking
I know it's
about.
not.
What you explained is like,
I know it's not.
come on in.
But what I am saying is in relationship,
We are recording,
there has to be room for
but
maturity.
you can walk across
So,
it.
Right.
like, say somebody drops the ball, or like, I'll just use my marriage for an example. Like, when Abby is expecting something of me as her husband, like, I might be in the wrong completely, but like, she can't force healing on me,
Go
and
sit
I
down
can't
over
force
there.
healing on her. So like, she has to one just trust the Lord that He's gonna deal with it, and she just has to bear with me until I come into maturity. Does that make sense? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what
Like-
you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Like when I was coming with, like, again, this is like,
Man, you gotta
beginning
stop
Corey-
saying
no,
that, yeah.
beginning Corey, like when I first come into real life, very first established relationship with Darius, I was like, okay, like maybe this is real. Like I was already in relationship with Trey, and I get introduced to Darius. We played a game. That was all we did. Like there was no relationship beyond like
Right.
the game.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, maybe I could try to take it a step further. And so I reached out, and like anytime I would text or call Darius, he would never text back. He'd never call back. Immediately,
Pretty on brand.
Rejection. Rejection. I was like, okay.
Everyone's on
He's the same as everybody else.
emergency bypass in here, so I don't want to hear none of that.
That had to have been a recent thing, right? Like
this
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so
Growth.
like, that happened, and I was like, okay, immediate rejection. Now, I'm not saying Darius is wrong, because he doesn't owe me a text back or a call back.
I don't owe nobody
But
nothing.
the nature of our relationship,
Sorry, Corey. Sorry.
the nature of our relationship now is like, I feel like I do have an expectation for him to reach back out.
For sure.
Just like if my wife were to text me and I just never texted her
100%.
back, there's an issue.
Right,
There's
right.
an issue.
100%.
So, but I had to allow maturity in Darius for him to see it. Like, I can't force what I feel like the relationship is on him.
That's facts.
Like, I had to allow him the time to mature, grow into like, okay, no, I actually think this relationship is more than just casual playing games together.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think that
Okay.
in that area, I think that there was a point to, even for me, to where it's just like, because I have a trusting thing, and to where, I mean, people have left my life after me literally giving my life.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. And that's why I was even expressing to Isaiah, like, T-Mike's probably been the most loyal person that's ever been outside of my blood in my life. Since he was in elementary school to this very day, he has literally never like wavered in anything like that. And so for people to come in and leave, like, he's set the bar high, because it's like he's been here through literally the roughest parts of our lives to the highest parts of our lives, and literally never left our side. And then when people come in, like, people,
Let's go ahead and name them off.
No.
Because it seems to be
No.
a contingency.
But when they come in, and then you're literally giving everything, and this kind of, hold up. Almost gonna I know, hold up.
We really give it everything.
But anyways, when you give your life to these people and then they end up leaving, and then they still expect you to have some idea of who they, like, I am still this person to you or whatever. And so with you, I kind of had that little thing going on to where it's just like, I don't know if I want someone else to come in and me to give myself fully to that person. And so there was a lack of maturity on my end, and so I appreciate you allowing me to mature in that in that area. And so I just wanted to affirm that, because that's for sure what that was, a season of me maturing and being like, and God's like, hey, nah, I put this person in your life for a reason. There's things on the inside of him that, you know, that you need. Likewise with your other brothers. And so I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But like for me, like speaking about the people that left, it's just like, even when I was staying with Zay,
Yeah.
it was like, I don't know how to deal like with the same thing. Like when people just invest and leave, it's just like when they come back and,
I don't be getting that.
Like, it pisses me off.
I don't be getting it.
It pisses me off.
It's just like, so I am not the same person that I was last time we were hanging out. I just wanted you to know that, like, I'm still me. Like, in general, it's just I've grown since then. Yeah. So there's a lot of things I've shifted. And so us dapping up and all this other stuff
like,
for us,
Don't shake my hand.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not being petty. I'm just like, I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah, see, that's what it's like. It's like,
and the fact that you're coming to me thinking that you know me.
Yeah.
The audacity is crazy.
Come on, bro.
Like,
come on.
Like,
now I will say, and I'll let you finish. I'm sorry, I don't like cutting people off. I do a little bit.
Continue, you're good, bro.
We're gonna allow maturity in that area.
That's why I didn't say anything. That's why I did not say anything.
So, T-Mike, whenever you want to come and sit on the couch.
That's crazy. No, don't do that to him.
You got dip?
I got football practice.
Oh yeah, you do. What was I
He's trying
saying?
out for the Minnesota Vikings. So
You said, dabbing up.
I'm gonna walk by, they're gonna see my arms.
Oh shoot!
is that the middle linebacker?
That was funny. Jay, did that mess you up when I said that about your arms?
No, it's true.
No, look.
What did you say about his arms?
I said you got chicken arms, man. What's up with your arms?
They're little. I'm used to walking around like
Yes, and I did say that. I said in comparison to what I know you've been, when you were in football.
315.
Yeah.
How much are you now?
I'm like 240. I ain't ate today.
That's a lot of.
That boy's
That's
a
a lot.
rock.
It might be 238.
Whoa.
239. What do you say?
That boy's a rock.
Oh, A Rock.
A rock.
I thought you said that boy's rock. Like, whoa, that's a different connotation.
Be on HGH.
It's truth.
Everything.
It's the truth, so it don't hurt. Like people gotta. I feel like a lot of people don't like
Truth.
Yeah, they don't want truth. That's like you said. My arms are little.
Yeah.
They're little. That's the truth.
Yeah, so Daniel's said something to me that literally, I don't know why that junk stuck, but one of the things he told me was, truth doesn't have to be harsh. It just has to be true. And if they get offended about the truth, then that's not on you. That's on them.
Yeah, I love that. It don't have to be harsh, but sometimes it is harsh.
No, for you, it's always harsh.
Sometimes it's harsh, but if something's true, it's true.
Yeah.
You ain't get that. I mean, I ain't feeling that way.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But now we need to talk about what truth is.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't argue truth like a fact. You can't argue a fact. That's just ignorance. What, you can argue a fact?
No, I completely agree.
You can't argue a
Someone
fact.
tell me otherwise. You
But
can't argue a fact.
but
Oh, you're saying you can't argue what?
I
Okay,
agree
yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
But I would say your arms being little is an opinion, not a fact.
And I mean, that's fair from perspective.
Yeah, it's perspective thing because I know him
yeah,
at his best.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where mine was
But
coming
if
from.
I were to come to T and be like, your arms are small, like,
Yeah, 100%. That's a perspective.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Because somebody might think I look like you're a pretty big dude.
you kind of big.
Some people tell me I look good and I'm big, and then others tell me I'm small.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But I think it's more truth than the small word. Just because I can't, it's
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Oh, like people coming back.
That word?
People coming back.
Accountability.
Thinking that's okay. It's okay. I just don't.
Well, yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, we are all over.
Yeah,
It's all good though.
It's crazy.
Name it raw. Name it like.
I'm gonna.
Episode that you have, just do raw, and then you guys should do. Like,
You gonna call me?
Yeah, I'm about to call because I'm interested to hear both of y'all's thoughts on this. Tay, we coming. We hitting you up right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hear a single thing you said.
You could do two episodes. Like you said, we kind of like spiraled in this one. So I feel like you should just name that like on the front of it. It should be called raw.
I hope my phone don't die.
Cut or something.
Oh yeah.
And then y'all go into the same with the same like episode. Like what number are you guys on? 5 or 6, whatever.
This is 9.
I don't
Same
know.
9 still, but say raw, raw version or something uncut.
Or this first person.
And then do it again the right or however you guys wanted to do
A
it.
little bit more organized, a little more
Organized.
structured.
Yeah,
Organized
I'm just
way.
solely speaking up on emotion right now.
Well, this could be put behind a paywall also.
Yeah, for sure.
For members only.
Which hopefully by then.
OnlyFans.
Yes, sir. That's,
Shoot.
How about that?
Get your money.
Dallas really just said it'll get you. That's then you can talk after.
well,
this is
get your
over.
dollars.
It will get you.
OnlyFans. That's what he's talking
It
about.
will get you. Look.
All right.
It will. Every time.
Huh?
Every time.
Is this up?
100%.
Yeah.
Is it the Bluetooth one?
Hello.
What's happening with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Darius
Not much.
doesn't actually answer the phone like that. So it'll be with Darius doesn't talk like that.
What? All right. Now we acting different now.
I can't.
What is up, Taekwon? Hitting you up. Tell the people a little bit about you. We're in literally in the probably the end part of our podcast right now. So just tell the people who you are a little bit.
My name's Taekwon. I'm people that don't know, Darius' cousin. 28.
This ain't a dating site.
Yeah, I know, right? Tell him about
The
me.
whole time he's thinking, he's like, "What do I need to say?"
He's reading off his Tinder profile. I like long walks on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, you said tell me.
Yeah, I
about
know. That's
myself,
on me.
so,
That's
you know,
on me. I set you up. That's my fault, bro. Right.
Oh, yeah.
But so the main reason I wanted to call because you hit me up earlier this week on a hot topic, And so, and so I kind of want you. I want to bring that conversation back up. So if y'all haven't seen, you guys watching, if y'all haven't seen, there was a podcast that we talked on different artists, and what tiers they fell in. And my man Isaiah, our
Drake C tier. Drake C tier.
was told.
I'll give him B. That boy C. That needs no higher.
So Taekwon, I'll let you express your heart on that a little bit, Taekwon.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Taekwon, can you hear him?
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can hear him. I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
I can. Yeah.
You kind of relax
So,
because that's their world.
So I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I gotta state this first because people think that like when I talk about Drake and stuff like that, it's like I'm gonna say this. I am a Drake fan. I do like Drake, but I will also say this. People think that when I be talking, because I've had this debate with people a lot, and people think when I talk about Drake, they're like, "Oh, you just beat riding, you know, this is you just a Drake fan." But I try to be unbiased. I try to state facts. There's reasons why I like Drake. Now, I will say this. Darius gave me a somewhat of a backstory. Like, you know, I mean, excuse my language. I mess with.
Speak freely. Yeah, speak freely.
Okay. So I mess with Kendrick, J. Cole, and I'll say this: I don't put Drake, Kendrick, and Drake. I don't put them. When people talk about them and they try to group them together, I don't put them in the same category. They different. I feel like Drake is more. I will say Drake is more mainstream. I do understand for the minute. Like I like J. Cole and Drake. I mean J. Cole and I like Kendrick because of the stuff that they talk about and the different things that they say. But what I will say is just based off of me going off of the snippet, just picking at some point because I was trying to Isaiah, I was hearing you out, and I'm hearing you out when you saying you said C-list. Yeah, you said C-list. You had me, and I was listening to you say C-list. I feel like that's discrediting him a little bit. I don't think he's C-list. I just find it hard for him to be C-list. It's kind of like in my head, you know, I don't know. I got the vibe of the way you was talking when I seen snippets and stuff. I didn't get to finish the episode. I got the vibe, the way you was talking. Now, I'm like, you don't like Drake. I know this off rip. I can tell, but it's by the way. I just tell by the way he's talking. Hearing a Drake fan. So I mean, okay, you saying yes, so that's confirmation. So like for me, like just C-list, I just like what he does. Just looking at accomplishments and the things that he do. I like to look at the facts and stuff like that because the man had hits in different genres of music. It's not a lot of artists that can do it. He can rap, he can sing, he got hits.
Isaiah, tell us, Isaiah, why you think, and I'm not trying to cut you off, Taekwon, but tell us, Isaiah, why you think he is C tier.
Okay.
This is crazy.
All right.
Gabe, I want to hear your thoughts on it too.
I'm not trying to cut you off. How many times has Darius said that at this episode?
That's 3.
Go ahead.
That's 3.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's 3.
All right, listen. Here's the deal. I'm a little lightheaded right now. I'm so out of it. Number one, Drake does not create art. He creates music that sounds good. In comparison to like Outkast or J. Cole, Kendrick, even Chance the Rapper with Acid Rap or Coloring Book. Lyrically, he is not inclined. He's not. He has 1 or 2 punchlines. There have been allegations of people writing for him, which is crazy because I think that knocks you down a whole letter as is. He would not hold up well in battle rap against actual people. For instance, I always want to say T-Pain. His name is not T-Pain. Pusha T. That boy did not stand a chance. You put him in a ring with battle rappers like Loaded Lux. that boy's getting ate up. A Ward's getting ate up. He's not. I would choose Lil Wayne over Drake, and I'm even then not the biggest fan of Lil Wayne. That's just my 2 cents. I don't like Jay-Z like that.
Sounds like you got a lot of like you don't like. You don't have no like.
Fat. You say fat.
To back any of that up, you're just like I don't like this.
I thought you guys were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I just listed off a whole bunch of things.
I mean,
but my likes.
you saying that ain't just because you're saying like you don't think Drake's lyrical. Where is he not lyrical at? So you have to bring up something where he was not lyrical.
You want me to bring up a whole bunch of unlyrical
A
content?
lot of your like statements are like just I don't know.
What's your?
He has feel good. I would rather listen.
Like a lot of biases.
I would rather listen. Well, I mean, all of it is
Any of
opinion.
it would be, yeah.
All of it's opinion.
We shouldn't have bias.
But
Just be, straight.
but I would rather listen to a Bryson Tiller. I'd rather listen to Tory Lanez, Roy Williams. I'd rather listen to J Soul.
Okay, why are none of those people as big as Drake? Though?
Drake's a hit maker.
Drake came out at the perfect time. Drake came out at the perfect time. He was with a producer.
Some of those people are older than Drake.
Ooh.
That you named off?
No. All of them are younger than Drake. If I'm correct, right? I don't think the only person Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, they're definitely older than Drake.
Oh,
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Right?
I'll confirm it. We can look it up. I gotta confirm. We're gonna look it up. Confirm it. Hold on.
wait, who? What did you ask? My Jay's or Eminem, Kendrick, Cole.
Corey, what do you think?
Is that what you're talking about?
Starting to include some people.
I have no authority in this.
We just talked
Where I
about
put
that.
Drake at?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Drake.
So not that we was fact checking, not that interrupt nobody, but we was fact checking and we was talking about age. Y'all was talking about age. Drake is older than all of them, which you ain't. They're all younger than him. Drake's 36, Tory 31, Bryson Tiller is 30. But if that's what we was talking about when we was talking about age and stuff, Drake is older than all of them.
Okay.
But
Drake came out at a perfect time. He got a really good deal, and he has a whole lot of money behind his name. Like
That LeBron little documentary, like that changed forever.
I never watched it.
Like I can't sing it because copyright
yeah,
issues.
we can't see it.
When did that happen?
With Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem.
I don't know. I've never heard of this.
Bro, you know that song.
What song?
I can't sing
Drake,
it.
Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
Yeah.
Say what's the song?
I don't know the name of it.
Oh, last name ever, first name greatest, right?
Yeah. Dang it.
okay, yeah. Mhm.
What did that have to do with anything?
I'm saying that set him up. Like yeah, like that set him up huge.
So the other biggest factor that goes into Drake's name being so big is Lil Wayne was so big. He was Lil Wayne's first signed artist. Like them niggas going in tandem, and then he brought a new style, which props to him bringing a different style
And I believe like Carter
that
became
doesn't
here,
carry that long. Otherwise, Gucci Mane and those other Southern rappers would have been like A tier. I think they're on par with Drake. That's actually a little disrespectful. I'll give Drake credit and put them above.
Crazy. I was like, all right.
Gucci Mane, Boosie, them
Don't mess with Lil Boosie?
those are D. Those are D tier. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Because I just like there's no substance in drug rap. What?
okay.
Okay. Maybe.
I
Sound like there's no like I don't know.
can I don't want to,
No, you're
I'm
good.
trying to let everybody talk.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
you're good.
so if I if I could turn him in, okay, Boosie is like when we talking about like Boosie and stuff like that, that's like a culture, it's kind of like, that's a like,
Right.
I ain't gonna disrespect Boosie, but that's a pocket. That's a certain pocket
Right.
that we talking
Certain
about
audience.
and stuff like that. So certain audience,
Touchy, too.
everybody can't relate to that. So, but if I can, rewind back to like, it's certain stuff you said, like, like I heard in the snippet, you said Drake backed by money and stuff like that. And I do agree with you. I do agree that he backed by money. I don't agree in. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. Words in your mouth. So correct me at any point if I'm wrong. But I don't think money don't do it. I've sat back with people who I've watched that's been in the music business, in the industry, and the stuff like that. And money gonna only get you so far. I've seen certain stuff like money gonna only get you so far. You're gonna have to produce substance or some kind of quality to create an audience for yourself, for people to relate to and stuff. And I think that's where, like, why there is a lot of people that like Drake and why he has so much success. I would say that. You go ahead. What you about to say? Go ahead.
What about 6ix9ine?
6ix9ine. What about him?
Like, because you said that it's just not about money, but he literally stated that he just raps about whatever, and he's like, at that time, like 2016 and 2019, he was like the biggest artist in the world.
So if we talking about 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine is the king of clout. 6ix9ine likes to say controversial things. It's like to say things that he knows.
Sorry, Taekwon. We want to make sure we heard you right. You said 6ix9ine was what?
6ix9ine is a clout.
Oh, okay.
He's a king of clout.
I thought you said king of pop.
No. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Hold
we ain't even gonna disrespect. We ain't gonna disrespect the German. So no, but I'm saying like 6ix9ine is the king of clout and stuff like that, of getting people attention. Now they tell people in any kind of media that any publicity, it's no such thing bad publicity. As long as people are talking about you, it makes you relevant. 6ix9ine knows that. I don't think 6ix9ine is popular because of his music. I think 6ix9ine is popular because of the controversy and what he says. This is my opinion. This is nothing. There's no facts or nothing information for. I don't have no facts. This is my person. I think 6ix9ine. He a clout man. He gonna say stuff and get people to talk. He gonna get people to tune in. Just like with the rat and stuff. People, he ratted on people. Then when the man gets out, he gets 2 million views on Instagram Live. That people tune in. First time I ever seen an Instagram Live where you go on an Instagram Live and you don't see regular people commenting. You can't even see the regular people commenting. You see nothing but verified check marks. Everybody wants to hear what this man got to say because he's so controversial. They don't know what he gonna say. And what in society? What do we live in? We live in a society that people thrive and love drama. They love drama. They love it. The people can say what they want. They can say what they want. That's why I believe that cancel culture, stuff like cancel culture and stuff like that, don't exist. It don't exist. People talk about you, talk down on you. We can look at people like Gunna. People talk down on you, talk down on your downfall. Then he put out an album. Now you got people bumping his music. I'm seeing TikToks to Gunna music. I'm seeing people talking about Gunna. That was one of the best albums that they've seen Gunna produce when he got out. That's people's opinion. I don't know how I feel about it. I ain't really thoroughly listened to it, but it's the fact of like people love like drama. I ain't trying to get off topic with that because I want to bring it back to the Drake point because
Go ahead.
No, you're good because like Drake's light skin, like he's emotional. Bro, no offense, like my fault, but like,
no, you ain't.
I'm being for like it might be controversial, but like Drake's emotional.
Yeah,
like he
absolutely
banks off that.
Yeah,
so I'm saying it's the same thing. Emotion's emotion. You feel me? And it's just like I don't know. I'm not saying that 6ix9ine and Drake is the same. No, they're not.
No, please don't do that.
No. I'm saying like back to like what Isaiah said. Like 6ix9ine came out at the perfect time because like that's when like XX came out and Tentacion, 21 Savage. That time when that group of people were about to be birthed into something. Like Drake was there in 2008 when Carter came out.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like I don't know. I just think that they share the same placement when it comes to starting off.
And I genuinely believe people are pushed by money. J. Cole said it the best in a lot. He said, question, how many faking their streams? Or no, what is that? How do you say it?
Another one.
Kind of.
Is that All My Life?
No. How much money you got? Question.
So.
Oh, is this audio only now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me pull it up. Oh, how many faking their streams, getting their plays from machines? I can see behind the smoke and mirrors. Niggas ain't really big as they seem. I never say anything. Everybody got their thing. Some niggas make millions. Other niggas make memes. That was just his opening chorus. But for someone in the industry to say, like, people really ain't got that like they claim they do. People don't have that following like they claim they do. I don't know. Who am I to question? But then again, I'm also, 6 degrees of separation. So I'm pretty much speaking from my ass and assumption until I meet someone that knows anyone close to Drake. Until then, my opinions and thoughts will be refined. But right now, I mean, that's just where I sit. So if Drake ever wanted to do a song together, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, easy. Easy,
but
me?
But I just like to rewind like a little bit, like with your point, like, you know, it's the reason. It's different reasons why I like Drake. All of my reasons of liking Drake ain't necessarily about his music. It's because of the person that who he is. We can't sit here and deny that he didn't make an impact on music. Like he make an impact. There's a reason why a lot of the people, this man changes. He's not God, no, but this man, I will say, like God, this man changes people's lives, and he know he has the power to do it. Drake hop on a song, you put out a song. It doesn't matter if you suck on the song.
Right.
If Drake's on it, it's gonna go number one. It's gonna change your life, and you're gonna make a lot of money from it. It's gonna change your life. And so he knows he has that power. And what I like about him, and what a lot of people in the industry, if you look, like I've watched a lot of interviews to say the reason why he's so widely respected is because he put a lot of people on. Even go to talk, even the time point where he puts a lot of people on. He puts artists like, I don't know who the last new he put on. He had a song. His name is Smiley. I didn't know who that was, but as soon as Drake pop on the song, it's like, oh, okay, let me go see who this is.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I like that. So I just respect what he's done, even to the point of like, even the whole point of like, even like the video of God's Plan. People don't. You see, he gave money and did stuff back for the community, and gave people scholarship money to pay for school, stuff like that. It's different reasons why. It's not all solely the music. And I feel like this, even if you don't like Drake, I feel like you got to get a man his credit, like for what he has done.
Yeah,
so it's sure. Like when you said C-list, I feel like that's kind of like, I get where you were going with your points and stuff, because I always like to listen to people like points and where they going with it and stuff like that. But C-list, I thought was a little disrespectful to a man like him. Then when we like talking on a podcast, I think you said he's like, okay, I might can bump him up the B list, and it's like, okay, you bump up the B list, I give you B list, all respect. Now, everybody ain't gonna classify him the A list. A list is a tough thing to get. When we look at A list, we look at a lot of different categories. Yeah. For everybody though, everybody's A list category is different from the other. It's just about what you value and looking at. For you, maybe I don't know what you look at. But for you, if you look at things like lyrical, if you look at things like what is a person talking about, is he even talking about anything? Like stuff like that, everybody don't value those things. So everybody A-list ain't gonna be the same as everybody, everybody. So I respect your opinion. I just thought Stevens was a little disrespectful, only because of who he is.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
because of what he's done.
Yeah, and by no means was I trying to discredit who he is as a person, but in the music world, I'm putting him at C, and that has nothing to do with his character. It's just what he can perform. I mean, that's the equivalent to saying like a second string quarterback should be as praised as a first string just because or like a Mike Vick. Mike Vick, he is nowhere near first string, and he can't be a starter. He just doesn't. He's not up to par. I'm not gonna.
Huh?
Mike Vick.
Michael Vick.
As of right now, he's been on how many teams?
Wait. Time out.
The quarterback.
Right.
Dog fighting quarterback. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You're saying Michael Vick wasn't good?
No. That's what I'm getting to. No. Mike Vick was that guy. That he was a demon for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Go ahead.
But I am saying as of right now, I could not put him as a starter. I'm not the only reason. Let me slow down. No, I mean he was a starter for the Steelers at some point and just wasn't putting out the numbers that he should have. But I'm not gonna discredit the contribution that he brought to football. If I were to drop him from a starter to second string just based off of his morals or the things that he stands for or like what he's done in life, that would be unfair because those are two separate categories in my head. I mean, but everyone has their thing.
Yeah.
Mike Vick's the GOAT.
I feel like y'all are having two different conversations.
Maybe.
To be honest. I feel like,
oh, yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
Your list that you were talking about was solely based on the music side of things.
Yeah.
Yes. Me and Darius talk about this all the time. Like, to Darius, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. To me, it's Michael Jordan. We can argue back and forth. Yeah. Part of the reason why I don't consider LeBron James the greatest player of all time is because of his work ethic.
Whoa.
Because he will walk off the court, and he has multiple times. But like that's I'm not trying to get out of that conversation. I'm saying you were looking at just completely and totally. You were looking completely and totally at the musical side of things.
Yeah.
He's looking at the overall big picture of what has Drake brought to the industry overall.
Yeah. And I get that. I get that.
And not to interrupt you, but I feel like I agree with that we probably are having we definitely are having two different conversations. But I guess when I look at it's just like even we talking about MVP, what classifies the most valuable player? So it's just like we're going with music. When I rank tiers, I'm ranking their impact that they had on music. I'm also ranking what they've accomplished within music. I'm ranking different stuff. But if you're just strictly talking about music, I can respect where you're coming from. I won't say Drake is the most lyrical. No, I'm a Drake fan, and I won't say he's the most lyrical person. He's very good at throwing subliminals and throwing low key shade at people if you listen to it and can catch it. But he I don't believe he's like top, but I believe if we do a list in each one of those categories, one probably could I will argue that he's probably something. I feel like some people put him arguably maybe top 5, if not top 10 in some of those categories, which is actually would be pretty impressive. I just think the fact that even looking from a musical standpoint, the different genres that he touched. He has a hit in pop music. He has a hit on the rap side. I can go down and list Drake's accomplishments for days. I had that stuff up, but I'm not even gonna do that because people who know Drake, they know his accomplishments, they know what he's done and stuff like that. And as far as like the musical thing. I still feel like on the money side, even the money, like when you said the money, like most artists just signed to a label have money to back them. Like that's generally how that goes. They got money that's gonna back them. Some get more than others, but there's a reason why some get more than others. Get more invested in them. Labels invest more money in them than others. It's because of the success that they have. So like, I feel like I could put like for example, you said is it Gabriel? Is that your name?
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Okay, so Gabe. So you said like Gabe. I've listened. I've seen your music. I've listened to your music. Darius has told me about your music. But like for example, I could put 1 million and don't take none of this. What I say is like disrespect or nothing like that. I'm just trying to put in a point. But I could put $1 million behind you.
It's gonna be
but just because I put just because I like that, I don't want to be disrespectful to him because I don't like he don't know me, I don't know him or whatever. Like I ain't wanted to come off disrespectful, but it's just like me using a point because I know you do music, and so like I could put $1 million behind you, but if your music sucks, your music sucks, and if everybody thinks they don't like your music, and then people don't like your music, and they don't sell, and we looking at this from a business and label standpoint. Then if you was on a label, you know, all that money they initially invest in you, they put you at the bottom 10 and they shelf you.
Yeah.
They don't care nothing about you. So it's like the music gotta do something and gotta have some type of substance and it gotta have an impact somewhat. It gotta sell. Like it gotta sell when you with a label. When you free and you independent and you building it from the ground up, you do what you want to do by all means. Cause you can do that. But when you with a label, they'll shelf you. Cause they be having to say. They be having to say what they want to do. If they don't like something, they don't like what you're doing, and the way you based on like your contract with them, they don't like something, then they're like, you can't put that out. What you do about that? You can't do nothing about that. You can't put it out. You gotta give them what they want. So like, I feel like money don't mean nothing. I could put a lot of money behind any artist, but if it could not go. A music industry is tough. It ain't guaranteed to nobody. It ain't guaranteed to nobody. I just don't feel like the money is a sole factor as to why. And maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong to your point, like that you made, Isaiah. But like the money ain't a sole factor. I don't believe the money is a sole factor into making an artist who they are. Like you gotta people gotta like you. You gotta sell. You got to do something. Like, it don't matter how much money I put behind you.
What are your thoughts on that, Isaiah?
I think if I from even the little bit of research that Gabe, and Dontre have done. What is it to get someone onto Billboard? What, top 10? It's like it's like $250,000. You're guaranteed top 10. Now, have you listened to I think it's called The Experience, Matt Hoffa on YouTube? It's a battle rapper.
No, I have.
Well, one of the dudes on there is an A&R, and he just did Busta Rhymes. He A&R'd for Busta Rhymes' last album that he just dropped. And his thing was an artist marketing team, or an artist is on the artist total what is the audience that they can touch is based off of how an A&R markets for them. The budget doesn't necessarily matter, but the bigger the budget, obviously, the more things you can do. Now, however, all of this is hearsay. Later down the line in my degree program, there is a music business month where I'm sure we'll get into the depth of it. And then from there, we can pick up this conversation again. And talk about the truths, the myths, and
I think
the nuances.
I think now you're having a culture conversation. Excuse my lip, just bleeding like crazy. Literally about to bleed out right here.
What'd you do, bite it?
I busted it a couple of weeks ago and it just cracked open. But anyway, because you said like if he throws $1 million behind Gabe's music and his music sucks, reality is his label isn't going to sell. Yeah. I would argue that isn't true.
I would argue it's not true.
The only reason why is because it's happened. So a lot of people probably know this story. There was a pastor named Mark Driscoll, and he's still a pastor in Arizona, but he owned a church in Seattle that was called Mars Hill, and he came out with a book called Real Marriage, and Mars Hill as a church bought enough copies of that book and went to like massive extents to like cover up that it was them buying it. But because you have to have a certain amount of different places that it's bought from to be a New York Times bestseller.
The bestseller, yep.
So they get him on the New York Times bestseller list. Well, now we're having a culture conversation.
They still do that.
But right. Of course. So many people do that. But now they're on the bestseller list, and the natural human nature is I don't want to miss out on something that everybody's a part of.
Yeah.
And so it's the fear of missing out. And so
sure.
He sold millions of copies of that book. Then it came out that he plagiarized over half of it.
What a beautiful thing. Get your money.
Get your
money. And the books that he the books that he plagiarized never made the New York Times bestseller list. Didn't even make close to as much money as that book did. And the reality is it was the same content, but they put a label on it of like, this is a number one. Oh my goodness.
It's going to go down. But
this is the number one New York Times bestseller. And so everybody bought it.
Oh, that's weird.
People want to support you when you're on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that is weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll gladly bring this back up whenever I hit that month or section. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. We'll find out. But.
Well, Taquan, we appreciate you. We went over a little.
Appreciate the conversation.
Yeah,
sure.
Loved it. We're definitely.
We're
gonna have to get you, fly you out here, so you can be here
in person.
Yeah, in person.
Easier.
I definitely. Yeah, I like what y'all doing. I like the podcast a lot. Just at this stage.
Appreciate it.
Stuff like on the podcast. Yeah, so I definitely like to be on person. I got some people in mind too. To be on this one. So thank you.
Okay. Well, we went over our time just to have this conversation, so we're probably gonna make a 2 parts to this episode. But whenever this episode drops, we'll for sure let you know. But appreciate you answering. I know you forgot about it a little bit, but
yeah.
But I appreciate you answering.
Give my ill parent.
But we'll get you back on. We'll get you back on sometime soon. You got any ats or anything like that you want to throw out there, or you cool?
My Instagram. You guys at Queasy QUEZY.
All right,
you say Queasy?
You have to restart that. Hello?
My boy ran out of minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. So it's Queasy Z. It's one word at QUEEZYZIG. That's just the name people gave me, and I kind of just adopted it.
All right.
But if people if you want to follow me, stuff like that. Don't follow me and then be in my DMs, people, and be
All right, so y'all heard him, ladies and gentlemen. Don't follow when be in his DMs.
Yo, gentleman's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Gentlemen, y'all.
Wait, is that not what you meant?
That's what I meant, but I just thought about it.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's all me, bro.
Yeah, gentlemen is wild. Gentlemen, y'all can Gentlemen, y'all can go the other way.
But yeah, we appreciate you. Appreciate you. We'll catch you next time whenever we bring this topic up. Whenever Isaiah is going through that class, I'm sure we'll bring it back up. But appreciate you. We'll catch you next time, bro.
Heck yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me on. I appreciate it.
Adiosos.
All right. Well,
I'm under pressure.
I don't. Oh, my fault. Yeah.
No. All right, y'all got any socials that you want?
Murphy Construction.
I'm right there with you.
Murphy Construction. If you guys need anything done in your house,
need a custom home built.
Custom home built. Countertops.
Corey Murphy.
Countertops.
Epoxy.
Everything on this tab.
It don't matter where you live in the United States or Dubai.
Overseas.
Dubai. It was Dubai.
You don't want to be flown out to Dubai?
He's not going.
For the right price, I will go anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not coming back. If he goes to Dubai, Corey's never coming back.
Nah, he's coming back.
I'm gonna bleed out on set.
No, you're
All right, Gabe, you got any stuff coming out? You got any?
Yeah, anything you working on?
What are your handles?
Tay called us back.
Tate?
No, Taquan. No.
What the heck? That's a sign.
No. All right. Any ads?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. F13 is gonna be released on my birthday,
Which is
October the 13th.
this man.
He knows the buttons. I don't.
Very good. And
F13, October 13th, 2023. Beautiful. Okay.
But there's more.
Did we get an exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about right now, but okay.
sneaky.
Well, this is going to be a disaster because we can never. You're going to have to send it to him, and then he'll have to,
and then I have to play it from my
I
phone.
got you.
and then what else you got?
We'll close with your song.
Cool. And then the thing is, I'm doing another project in the same month.
Okay.
Surprise.
That's ugly.
That is.
Surprise.
Bing bang.
That's when I was trying to hit. I was trying to hit the big.
Surprise. No, it's
Thank
gonna.
you.
Everything is
Everything is awesome.
the storyline of. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, the storyline of everything is the same. So it's just like
Solid.
if you listen to F13, it's gonna correlate to the nights after the 13th.
Oh, so it's a
I love
sequel.
that.
It's a sequel.
Beautiful.
I love
So,
it.
Let's get it. The
Love it.
31st on Halloween.
Wait, what?
On 31st on Halloween.
So F13 is October 13th,
Mhm.
and then
Nights after.
Nights after
is
is
13th.
the 31st.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Solid.
Send that thing over.
you send
that
it?
thing over.
I'm sending it right now.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a minute.
Bye.
No. There's only one song.
All right, and as for me, I don't have nothing coming out. Oh, I lied.
What you
Flow
doing?
session.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Flow session will be
my phone
out.
died.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Send it to you.
He did that on purpose. That
Oh, it just-
he's doing that thing again from earlier.
No, I'm not. It's dead.
Died on the phone call.
I think Flow session is going to be out in September,
Yo.
mid-September. But I got to re-record my vocals. That
But this ain't nothing but a thing. You feel me?
it's always been a thing.
It's not.
Here, you could just send it to me
Okay.
because I'm.
This phone about to die too.
Okay.
What do y'all? What's up
What
with y'all?
an ending.
Wait. It gets better. It's just the anticipation.
Yeah, it's the end. Yeah. I
Everyone's
feel
like,
it.
what's going on?
Everybody's like, we waiting on this song.
When literally everyone's like, I'm about to go.
Everybody already logged off.
Everybody left already.
Oh, this song. Okay.
All right, well, we're gonna close with this. We'll catch y'all later.
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, share this thing. We out of here.
Bang bang.
Bing bong. Wow.
Father, forgive me, I can't feel no more. Every day that I pray, I can't hear your notes. My consciousness is telling me I ain't have no pulse. Wavy shocking rapidly, have me moving like notes. When I'm here
He reminds me of a former version of her.